A deadly mid-air collision between a commercial plane and military helicopter in Washington, D.C. has pilots across the country discussing aviation safety. Here in central Georgia, flight schools operate in unique airspace, sharing the skies with Robins Air Force Base. Hunter King visited a flight school at Middle Georgia Regional Airport to see how they train pilots to keep passengers safe.
For Ryan Gamblin, teaching someone to fly means preparing for everything that could go wrong.
Learning to become a pilot is learning what to do in an emergency all day, every day. Nobody really needs to learn to just sit in a plane and let it fly straight and level.
At Middle Georgia Regional Airport, that training comes with an extra layer of complexity. The flight school sits just 4 miles from Robins Air Force Base.
Robins Tower and our tower are in direct communication throughout the entire day. Tower, they just do an amazing job making sure that it's a safe flight. You know, keeping coordinates on where the military aircraft is relative to our aircraft.
What started as 1 plane and a dream has grown to 5 aircraft and 8 instructors in less than 3 years. But Gamblin says the path to becoming a pilot takes much more than just flight hours.
You have to be a physicist, you have to be a meteorologist, you have to be able to do all of it at once to know what the plane's doing, what you're flying into, to recognize the weather.
Gamblin was shocked, he says, by the collision in D.C. The video here again shows the moment a U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter collided with the American Eagle CRJ jet. Despite the tragedy, he says the extensive training required for both private and commercial pilots makes these types of disasters extremely rare.
Flying is 100 times safer than driving. We will not endorse or sign off on someone who just kind of thinks flying's a little bit cool and doesn't know much about it and doesn't seem interested in fully learning all the safety aspects and the procedural aspects of it.
Reporting from Middle Georgia Regional Airport, Hunter King, 13 WMAZ News.
Aviation trains both recreational pilots and those wanting commercial licenses. It could take months to wrap up that investigation into the D.C. crash. Earlier today, the FAA ordered a permanent closure of the low-altitude helicopter corridor that was operational during Wednesday night's crash.